大疆Terrain is a PC application independently developed by Shenzhen Dajiang Innovation Technology Limited Company. It mainly focuses on two-dimension orthophoto and three-dimension model reconstruction, and also provides two-dimensional multi-spectral reconstruction, LiDAR point cloud processing, detailed inspection, and other functions. One-step solution to help industry users to comprehensively improve the efficiency of the work, office work, and field work, focusing on survey and draw, power, emergency, construction, transportation, agriculture, and other vertical fields, to provide a complete set of reconstruction model solutions. And it has the following features. Number one, high processing efficiency. Number two, processing scale is very large. It has 64G memory, and a single machine reconstruction can process 25,000 images. Cluster reconstruction can process 100,000 images. Number three, high ease of use. Number four, the reconstruction effect is good. Good effect and can restore fine structure. High reconstruction accuracy, image-free control accuracy can reach centimeter level. Number five, it can support cluster reconstruction. And here you can see the configuration requirements. Data processing computers must have a NVIDIA graphics card requiring Windows 7, and you can see the detailed information from the table.
显存4GB 以上，硬盘建议空闲200GB。实时2维的配置，要求中央处理器 CPU 在 I5 级以上，内存要求8GB 及以上，硬盘建议空闲200GB，其余配置无要求。2维、3维重建最大影像数量与内存的关系。内存 32GB 的单机和集群计算的最大影像数分别为
And here you can see the relationship between the internal storage and the maximum image number. For example, if the internal storage is 32 GB, the calculated maximum image number can reach 12,800, and the cluster calculates the maximum number of images can reach to 192,000.
和384000张，128GB 单机和集群计算的最大影像数分别为51200张和768000张。需要注意的是， 内存指大疆制图软件的可用内存，即可用内存等于
Here, please note that the storage refers to the available memory of Dajiang parent software,
查看剩余内存。
and the number of images that can be processed is independent of the single image pixel. That is, PE is the same as the number of images supported by P4R. Besides, the memory of cluster computing refers to the available memory of the primary node.
内存16GB 最大原始点云大小为4GB。
And here you can see another table. It shows the relationship between the internal storage and the maximum ROM point cloud size.
大小为16GB。 内存128GB 最大原始点云大小为32GB。 需要注意的是，一，原始点云大小文件按导入的文件点 LDR 文件。
And there are also 3 points you need to pay attention to. Firstly, the original point cloud size file is in the imported file. The total size of LDR files is calculated, and the JPG photos do not affect the processing scale. Secondly, if the storage is too small, a large project can be divided into multiple tasks for processing, and then the third-party point cloud analysis software can be used to combine multiple lists. Thirdly, later point cloud processing only supports standalone computing, not cluster computing mode. Next, I would like to introduce the visible light reconstruction. Visible light reconstruction includes two-dimensional reconstruction and three-dimensional reconstruction, where two-dimensional reconstruction is the process of generating a digital surface model and a digital orthophotic image in the captured area by using the photogrammetry principle. The three-dimensional reconstruction is a process of using the principles of photogrammetry, multi-visual geometry in computer vision and computer graphics. Users can obtain a high precision two-dimensional map or three-dimensional model through the visible light reconstruction function, which is widely used in photographic mapping, engineering measurement, and maintenance, geological disaster investigation, fire rescue, emergency rescue and relief, land survey, urban planning, cultural relic protection, agricultural plant protection, and other fields. The basic process of two-dimensional reconstruction is data import, and then arrow triangulation, then two-dimensional reconstruction. And the basic process of three-dimensional reconstruction is data import, arrow triangulation, then three-dimensional reconstruction. And among them, arrow triangulation is a necessary step for two-dimensional and three-dimensional reconstruction, which can be carried out separately or together with two-dimensional or three-dimensional reconstruction. Okay, here comes the data import. Data collected using Dajiang UAV and Dajiang LOS without data pre-processing. Okay, using a third party 5 camera or 3 camera load. If these cameras do not distinguish between the camera model and the camera internal parameters are not written to the photo in the XMP form. Let's take 5 cameras as an example. The photos collected respectively in each lens unit stored in 5 photos. For each photo, select the image, right-click, attributes, click details, drop down to find the camera model, then double-click on the right parameter value box to enter the editing mode. Input number of letters, respectively modify the camera mode of all photos in the 5 photos, not repeated. For example, you can set the photo camera models for different cameras to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or A, B, C, D, and E, respectively. And for undefined 35mm focal length parameter collected by a third-party device, this parameter can be divided to improve reconstruction, efficiency, and effect. Store all images, store all under one folder, and then right-click Properties. Click the detailed information, scroll down to find the 35mm focal length parameter item. Next, double-click the parameter value box on the right to enter the edit mode and enter the correct 35mm focal length parameter. Then how to build a new and reconstruction task. As you can see from the picture, after starting Dajiang Terrain software and logging in, click New Task in the lower left corner and select Visible Reconstruction Task. So let's have a look at the operation. Next, we will learn how to add images. So there are 2 ways. One is to click the image icon, select the image from the computer to add the data, and press Ctrl+A to select all the photos for importing. The other way is to click the photo icon and select the image folder from the computer to add the data. If there is a subfolder under the folder, all the image under the subfolders will be automatically added. And please note that the folder file path of the image does not have special characters, such as otherwise the image control point page print point view will not be displayed. Next, let's have a look at the image management. After the addition is after you have added images, display the icon in the upper right corner of the map interface and open the photo point display. The corresponding geographical location of the image will be displayed on the 2-dimensional map in the form of dots. And about the camera position display, please click on the right side of the image to manage the image. And those images are grouped in a folder. Clicking on a list of individual groups to view and manage the images. So let's see how it works. Mm-hmm.
选择指定范围影像。
Now let's come back. How to select the specified range image. If you need to retain or delete images within the specified range, perform the following operations. Firstly, add the zone boundary points. Click the icon and use the left mouse button to add boundary points on the map to select the box. If the range is set up previously, you can also click on the icon to import the file. And the points contained in the file are selected as the boundary point forming box area. Secondly, edit boundary points. Use the left mouse button to click the boundary point. Hold down the left mouse button and drag the position to adjust the boundary point. Then click the left mouse button on the boundary line to insert a new boundary point. Click Delete key. The currently selected boundary points and click the Delete all boundary points. If it is done, click to return to the rebuild page. Let's have a look at the operation.
导入影像 POS 数据。影像 POS 数据记录了影像的地理位置、姿态以及其他定
Next,
位。
I would like to talk about importing image port data. The image port date
第三方相机的 POS
record the geographical position and posture of the image and other positioning
如 PCR
auxiliary information. Accurate image pose can improve the reconstruction speed and the accuracy of the result. Some third-party cameras pose and images are separate, so pose needs to be imported. Dajiang drones and Dajiang loading. All the data collected are paused written into photos. In that way, this step is unnecessary.
空中三角测量。空三是指
Next is about the
所摄目标之间的
aerial triangulation.
通过影像点与所摄物体之间
It refers to the process in the photogrammetry in which the special geometric relationship between the image and the taken object is used to calculate the sparse point cloud between the camera image time, the camera position, and attitude, and through the correspondence relationship between the image point and the taken object. After processing the aerial triangulation, it can quickly judge whether the quality of the original data meets the project delivery requirements, and whether the image needs to be added or deleted. Both two-dimensional reconstruction and three-dimensional construction must be aerial triangulation processing at first.
绝大多数的场景，包括倾斜摄影和正摄拍摄的
And the aerial triangulation setting.
拍摄的场景。
Firstly, the theme. Different themes correspond to different matching
物体的重建。
algorithm, and appropriate themes can be selected according to different shooting methods.
电一线适用于可见光相机，如
There are three ways.
采用垂直电线的 Z 字形拍摄电力线。
Number one, normal theme. It is suitable for the vast majority of themes. And second, the circle. It is suitable for surrounding things, mainly for the reconstruction of small vertical objects. And the third is power lines. It is suitable for visible light camera.
则看不到计算模式的选项。
Next is about the computing mode. If your computer has cluster permission, you can choose to standalone computing or cluster computing here. If the computer has only standalone privilege, the computing mode option is invisible.
到指定的相控点坐标系下，提高重建结果的精。
And there is the advanced setting of aerial triangulation. The image control points in two-dimensional or three-dimensional in reconstruction.
密度高，单张影像提取较多的
Users can import image control points after adding images
低
and use the image control points to improve the accuracy.
场景。被摄地物距离
Firstly, feature point density. If it is high, a single image extracts many feature points, which is suitable for themes with high accuracy and effect requirements.
最短距离。
As for the low,
参数用
it means a single image extraction of less feature points, suitable for fast drawing and other scenarios. Second, the distance from the subject. If the cluster calculation is used. So the subject distance setting item indicates the distance between the camera and the subject when the data is collected. If there are multiple different distances, the shortest distance is taken. And the larger the distance of the subject object, the slower the arrow triangulation solution calculation is.
特征点的密度可以选择高。
The density of the feature point. You can click high.
刚才看到的 XML 的格式，可选择输出格式。坐标系建议与23为。
Just now you have seen XML form. So we can select the output XML. The format is a context capture blocks exchange. And please note that XML only supports projection coordinate system. The selection of geographic coordination system is not supported.
打开以后，选择坐标系 UTM 高程，选择一个默认即大地高。下来，我们进行第4部分内容的学习。
The fourth part is about the application of a two-dimensional reconstruction function. Now let's open the two-dimensional map button to set the relevant parameters. Firstly, select the rebuild resolution. The high, if you choose high, it is the original resolution. The median is 1/4 of the original resolution.
中则对应3000乘3000，低则对应2000乘2000的分辨率。选择建图场景，无论是
And then choose the drawing scene.
社会作业都选择城市场景。
Whether urban or field, surveying and mapping operations should choose urban scenes.
果树场景是适配大疆农业植保机使用的。
The field scene and fruit tree scene are suitable for Dajiang agricultural plant protection machine. When the terrain fluctuates, the reconstruction results of field scene and fruit tree scene may appear. Dislocation of flowering phenomenon. Lastly is to select the calculation mode. If the computer has cluster version permission, you can select cluster computing or standalone computing for reconstruction.
只生成兴趣区域的建模成果，节省建模时间，提高效率。需要注意的是
Here is the area of interest. In the two dimensional or three-dimensional reconstruction, the user can select the region of interest for modeling after adding the photos and generate only the modeling results with the region of interest to save the modeling time and improve the efficiency. You should note that region of interest modeling needs to be performed after arrow triangulation. After arrow triangulation, click the advanced set area of interest to enter the area of interest editing page. So here is the operation.
计算模式单击，兴趣点，兴趣的区域，可以进行添加，前提是需要完成空三加密以后才可以进行设置。输出坐标系，同样的，在二维重建和三维重建时，用户可添加照片后设置输出坐标
Then how to output the coordinate system? In two-dimension and three-dimension reconstruction, the users can set the output coordinate system after adding a photo. If the added photo contains pose information, the two-dimensional reconstruction is set by default to the UTM projection coordinate system in which the task is located. If the photo does not contain pose information, the output coordinate system defaults to arbitrary coordinate system. What is to be noted is that if the image control point is stepped, the output coordinate system must be consistent with the image control point coordinate system. Otherwise, the results will not match the image control point coordinates. And you can also customize the coordinate system and draw it and the steps are as follows.
然后修改以下信息：一、目标坐标系统的名称、期参数、目标椭球中央子午线、目标椭球东加常数、目标椭球北加常数等5个参数。在大疆智图中点击搜索，输入坐标系名称或授权代号。
In the Dajang terrain, you can click search, enter the coordinate system name or authorization code, select the corresponding coordinate system result, and then click application. And the code name 4534-4554 is a 3-degree band without the code name. Generally, if the test area is large and multiple projection bands are involved, a code named projection band is used. If the measuring area is small, the projection belt without the code name is used.
高程设置，大疆制图目前支持火球高。
Next, let's have a look at the level setting. At present, Dajiang terrain is currently supported the following
BGM96 BGM2008
so it is currently supported by the following series.
NAVD88 括号 FT US NAVD88 FT GDG 2011。下来进行一个操作演示，看一下软件里边的一个效果。
Next, I will demo for you.
高级设置里边，无 POS 数据，选择任意坐标系。因为大疆制图还有照片还有 POS 数据，我们这一块选择 WGS84。
If there is no pause data, you can choose the arbitrary.
高程我们这边选择默认及 WGS84 火球高。导入 PRG 文件，需要预先知道这个 PRG 的文件，设置好以后从这儿导入。
Import PRG file.
坐标系系统选择两种：地理坐标、投影坐标。
As for the horizontal coordinate system, we can choose the geodetic coordinate system and the projected coordinate system.
进行坐标的一个查找和选择。
You can also set the system by searching.
高程的一个高程库，也可进行搜索和查找。
You can also search the level setting.
分符输出功能，当原始影像数据过大时，生产的二维 DOM
The function of distributed output. When the raw original image data is too large, the produced two-dimensional graph data volume is large and may fail to load or load very slowly. When importing third-party software, it is recommended to use the max grid length function to cut a large TIFF lure into several small TIF files. So we can open the max grid length button and set the maximum cutting edge length in pixels.
将会对 DOM 或者 DSM 程序进行如下分派。
The software will block the DOM DSM results as below. We should pay attention to the following points. Number one, the max grid length graph will not replace the original DOM or DSM diagram. both coexist. Number 2, store in the results folder of the corresponding task. Number 3, the minimum value of the cut block edge length of the mass grid length is 1000 px. Number 4, the file size of the result map is greater than 4 GB will bring big T parameters, but if it is less than 4 GB, it cannot support big TIFF pictures, so the block side length should be set smaller. Next, please have a look at the operation.
The
next is about the two-dimensional map file format and the storage path. The two-dimensional map files are stored in the following path by default, and the users can change the cache directory in their settings. You can also open the shortcut key Ctrl plus Alt plus F on the rebuild page. Here you can see the detailed information. And the result document. That is the most important result of two-dimensional reconstruction. And the map tile data is used to display two-dimensional models in the Dajiang terrain. If the third-party platform needs to call them, they can be called directly according to the tile calling specification.
DSM tiers 文件夹，开启分幅输出后，高程文件
The result tiles folder. After opening the max screen lens, the spilled cut results of the positive projective images are stored in the folder. And the last folder is after opening the max grid lens, the drilled file cut is stored in the folder. Next is the demo. Change the storage path. Next, we will have a 10-minute rest. After the break, we will continue.
大家好，下来继续进行大疆制图软件的一个讲解。
Okay, let's come back. We will continue the lecture.
二为地图文件格式以及存储路径。存储文件夹中还会有一个 TMP 文件夹，体积一般
Okay,
较
let's
大。
continue with the two-dimensional map file format and the storage map path. There will be one more in the results folder. The temp folder, which is generally large. Okay, please wait a moment.
"如果处于重建过程中或重建完成后，还想做新增格式、修改坐标等额外操作，则需保留中间文件夹。
The temp folder, which is generally large, stores intermediate files. It's a model reconstruction process. If you are in the reconstruction process, or if you want to add the new format, modify the coordinate system, then keep the intermediate
模型
file.
重建完成后，
If no additional action is required after reconstruction, manually remove the folder to free disk space.
时间等。需要注意的是，
And the two-dimension quality report.
整个二维重建时间应该包括
After the model reconstruction is completed, you can click on Quality Report to view the overall situation and the result resolution, coverage area, and the reconstruction time, and etc. can be viewed from the report.
打开三维重建的按钮，
Here we would come to the
选择
fifth part, the application of the three-dimensional reconstruction function.
中为高为原始分辨率。 中
Firstly, select the reconstruction resolution, and the high resolution is the original resolution. Median is a quarter of the original resolution. Low refers to
拍摄原片的分辨率为6000乘6000。
1/60 of the original resolution.
乘3000，低则为1500乘1500。选择合适的建图场景。
Next, choose the appropriate drawing scene.
建图的场景
The normal scene is suitable for the vast majority of scenes, including tilt shooting and forward shooting scenes. And the circle scene is suitable for surrounding scenes, mainly for the reconstruction of small vertical objects, such as base stations, iron towers, wind
场景，注意电力线
turbines, etc. And the power lines scene is suitable for scenes where visible light shoots power lines and only wants to rebuild the power line point up cloud. Please note that the power line scenario generates only a point cloud, not a three-dimensional model.
和处理规模。
The next is select the calculation mode. If you use the cluster version, you can choose the cluster computing for reconstruction, which can greatly improve the efficiency and processing scale. And what you can see now is the advanced settings. And I will also demo for you.
打开三维模型，质量选高。
Open the three-dimensional model
Normal
and the
是用
quality report. Click High.
三维重建。计算模式选择单击。成果格式。大疆制图输出的三维成果包含以下格式。
The results format. The three-dimensional results output by Dajiang Terrain include point clouds and models.
Sesium 中显示 ，LAS 格式是三维点云格式 ，S3MB 格式，超图的 LOD 点云格式。
There are 5 different forms.
非 LOD 点云格式 ，PCD 格式，非 PCD 点云格式。三维模型的格式，第一个 B3DM 格式。
The three-dimensional model
模型格式适合在 Sesium 中显示。
are shown on this slide.
LOD 模式格式，模型格式 ，PLY 格式，非 LOD 模型格式 ，OGB 格式，非 LOD 模型格式 ，S3MB 格式，超图 LOD 模型格式 ，S3S 格式。 LOD 模型格式 ，LOD 多层次细节模型以金字塔形式存储模型。
LOD refers to level of detail. It's a multi-level detail model. It's stored in a pyramid
形式的
and is stored with several small tiers. In general, models in the LOD form will browse even faster. After setting the relevant parameters, click to start reconstruction for three-dimensional reconstruction.
可进行存储路径的一个更改。
You can also change the storage path.
勾选了的格式，一般成果文件夹就会在 Terra 某某某文件命名一个文件夹，存放该格式的成果，如 Terra OSJBS 文件夹存放的就是 OSJB 格式的三维模型。下来进行一个三维质量报告，模型重建完后，点击质量报告。
What follows is the three-dimensional quality report.
可从报告中查看模型重建各项参数信息。
You can click on the quality report to view the overall situation, and you can view the various parameters setting information of the model reconstruction from the report.
三维模型的重建的
It should be noted that the three-dimensional reconstruction consists of 2 major steps: arrow triangulation and MVS. If the three-dimensional modeling time is to be counted, the arrow triangulation and MVS time should be added up.
同样的， 空3加密之后才可以设置。坐标系的选择与2维重建的
Let's see how it works.
就不过多赘述。点云的5种格式。
The point cloud, the 5 different formats.
其中包括这6种。开始重建，最后的信息确认，包括图片的导入、空3设置、2维重建的一个设置、3维模型重建的一个设置。确认最终信息后，点击确定，进行模型重建。
After setting those information, you can click confirm to reconstruct.
重建的速度取决于照片的数量。
The time of the reconstruction depends on the amount of images and the hardware.
2维模型重建已经完成。
We have finished the 2-dimensional reconstruction, and now what you can see is the process of 3-dimensional reconstruction.
所以重建模型重建的速度会比较快。
Here I choose 109 images.
模型重建完毕以后会叠加在地图类2维模型。
So the reconstruction would be in a short time.
当然，模型重建可以进行暂停和模型的一个管理、任务管理。
Of course, in the process of the reconstruction, you can pause and you can also manage the process of reconstruction.
如果勾选了点云的选项，这边还会显示点云的一个格式。查看一个成果报告，这边会有一个详细的一个成果。
then you can export the quality report.
接下来我们进行第6部分内容的学习。激光
Next, we will come to the sixth part, data point cloud processing. Now let's get to know the basic function. 大疆 data processing only supports L1 data processing, which can generate the original file processing of L1 into less format, three-dimensional point cloud. Users can import the generated less three-dimensional point cloud into the point cloud analysis software to carry out mapping or power industry application. And you can see the basic process on the screen. Next, I will explain in detail. The first step is data import. After starting Dajiang Terra software and log in, click New Task in the lower left corner and select Data Point Cloud Task Type, and then add data. Click the folder icon and select the folder named after the data acquisition time to add the data point cloud data import. And the folder shall include the files with the suffix names, which shows on the screen. If you have JPG photos, you can produce true color point clouds, and you can rebuild them if you do not. Next, you can place multiple data tasks in a large folder to import when you add data. And if you are not flying in RTK mode, set up a DRTK2 base station or the third base station and set the DRTK2 mobile station data for the corresponding time period. Last, rename the base station file name. Next, please have a look at the operation.
使用场景的设置，在基站架设在未知点的场景，可通过静态收敛 PVP
Here
方
is
式
about the usage scenario. In the scene where the base station is set up at an unknown point, the precise base station center point coordinates can be obtained after the third-party software calculation through static convergence, and the coordinates can be imported into the Dajiang Terran software to replace the self-convergence coordinates of the original base station.
进入基站数据设置界面，点击搜索设置基站中心点。
Firstly, after importing the data, click on the base station setting. Secondly, enter the base station data setting interface. Thirdly, data list shows the serial number, folder name, central point, latitude, longitude, and height. Fourthly, modify one by one. Fifth, batch modification.
空格制表符分开。3. 点击重置，即可对基站数据进行重置。5. 批量修改，勾选序号前面的勾选框。
Tick the box in front of the serial number. Enter or paste the data in the latitude, longitude, and height.
点击保存即可替换。
6. Click Save to replace the original base station coordinates.
下来进行一个操作演示。
Next, I will demo for you. Yeah.
激光点云处理参数设置。
Now let's see how to set the leader point cloud processing parameters.
使用100%的点云进行处理。
Select a point cloud density.
成果质量最高，耗时最长。中点云密度
It also has high color density, medium density, and low density.
低点云密度使用6.25%的点云进行处理，使用成果点云稀疏，耗时最短。使用场景
Select the usage scenario.
一般选择点云。
Generally, select the point cloud processing can be used.
上色重影等现象，可以重新标定一下 L1 内参，以达到更好的效果体验。此时选择蚕丝 L1 自标定。 完成处理后，点击
If LE appear color shade of phenomenon, you can reset LE internal parameters to achieve better effect experience. Then you can choose LE self calibration.
该标定文件完成标定，后续数据采集将以标定后的内参展开运算。 高级设置，点云有效距离。
And about the advanced settings,
点云处理的有效点云数据与 LiDAR
effective point cloud distance.
雷达采集的点超过该
Set the distance between the effective point cloud data used for point cloud processing and LiDAR. If the LiDAR acquisition points exceed that effective distance, these points will be filtered during the point cloud processing and will not participate in the processing.
但又不可避免的采集
Please note that the point cloud effective distance can be set when a closer target area needs to be reconstructed. But a distant background area will inevitably be collected. And how to set the point cloud effective distance? Please estimate the maximum straight line distance between the leader location and the target area of interest and set it to the point cloud effective distance. Next is optimize the point cloud accuracy. The point cloud data scanned at different moments will be optimized, making the overall accuracy of the point cloud higher. This is a professional version and above version function. Users need to buy and activate the license to use. And here is the operation. If the density is high, it takes longer, and if the density is low, it takes the shortest time.
如果需要 L1 需要重新标定，则选择这个，并导出标定文件，对 L1 相机、雷达相机进行标定。有效距离根据飞行器的位置、高度、距离地面的距离、最大距离进行设置。
The effective point cloud distance depends on the distance from the ground.
坐标选择，坐标的一个设置遵循和2维、3维模型类似。下来进行一个详细的一个讲解。
Next, I will explain in detail.
输出坐标系可参考前面的部分。需要注意的是，大部分点云后端分析软件均不支持地理坐标系的点云。
As for the output coordinate system, you can refer to what we just talked previously.
输出格式大疆制图输出的3维点云包含以下。
And the output format. The three-dimensional point cloud output by Dajiang Carrier includes the following formats. So you can see the different formats on the screen.
S3B 格式，超图的 LOD 点云格式 ，PLY 格式，非 LOD 点云格式 ，PCD 格式，非 LOD 点云格式。点击开始处理，即可开始重建。下方的进度条。
If you click Start Processing, then the reconstruction would be start, and the progress bar below shows the processing progress. During the processing process, click Stop. The software will save the current process. And if the processing continues after stopping, the software retraces the continued processing from the saved progress. And here is a tip for you. You can start multiple point cloud processing tasks. Before the first starting task is completed, the rest of the task will be queued. And after the completion of the previous task, point cloud processing would occur in the starting order. Next is view results. After reconstruction is completed, the users can translate, scale, and rotate the processing results.
进行选择。
Please have a look at the demo.
高程同样选择默认大低高。 输出格式，默认勾选 ，LAS 格式进行勾选。开始重建，
Start the reconstruction.
设置确认，
Confirm all the
重
settings.
建的读条， 4种格式的点云，下来进行点云格式的一个详细的说明。
Next, I will explain the point cloud
重建完
format.
之后，用户可处理成果进行平移、缩放、旋转等操作，其操作与3维模型完全相同。在界面下可选择不同的显示，查看成果。
The operation is the same as the three-dimensional reconstruction model. And under the interface, you can only select different display ways to view the results.
反射率，按物体的反射率显示对应颜色。
RGB, the solid color display.
0到150
Reflectivity
反射率介于0到100%的
shows the corresponding color.
151到255。
Altitude, the height of the point cloud shows different colors.
按照点云的高度不同显示不同的颜色。回波，
Echo,
当数据采集时，
when selecting 2 or 3 waves is collected,
按点云接出的
the echo information from the point cloud shows different colors.
点击质量报告，可查看 HTML 格式的报告。
If you click Quality Report, you can view and save reports in HTML format.
输出成果，
The report contains raw data related information, software parameters, output format, and point cloud processing time.
格式及存储的路径与2、3维类似。
And the later point cloud file format and storage path, it is similar to the three-dimensional or two-dimensional reconstruction. You can have a quick look of the instruction.
LAS 文件大疆制图生成的 LAS 点云标准为机载的 LiDAR 成果，绝大部分后端软件支持直接导入。
Okay, please note that the last
我们这边一般选择勾选。
The last point cloud generated by Dajiang Terran is the standard airborne LiDAR result, with a version number of version 1.2. Most of the backend software supports the direct import of the result.
下来进行一个操作演示。
Next is the demo of operation.
质量报告的查看。
How to view the result, the quality report.
不同格式的一个显示和文件的查看。
The display of different formats.
当然，3维模型、2维模型也都可以进行一些测量，然后包括距离的测量、面积的测量和体积的测量。
The two-dimensional or three-dimensional reconstruction can also measure the areas, the distance.
接下来，我们进行第7部分的讲解。
Now let's come to the last part,
功能的应用。
the application of detailed inspection function.
大杆的巡检可基于大疆制图生成的3维模型。
For the inspection of power poles and towers, the three-dimensional model or point cloud generated based on Dajiang Terran
实现自动
or a third-party LAS format point cloud can be imported.
规划巡检航线时，大疆
When planning the route inspection, Dajiang Terran will simulate the camera map corresponding to the route point.
航线
Combined with the route safety direction function, the route point selection is more accurate and the route planning is more reasonable and safe.
自动化。
The generated route can be directly imported into the remote control to realize the automation of the inspection process.
自动化巡检的一个数据导入。新建任务。
As for the data import, firstly,
登录后，在任务栏选择
after starting the Dajiang Terran software and logging in, select route task, and in the task library bar, click New Task in the lower left corner and select Detailed Inspection Type
创
Task.
建并命名精细化巡检任务后，
Next, select the flying vehicle and
则要进行巡检任务
the
的分析
aircraft. Okay.
下拉菜单栏，
Select the aircraft and add the data.
确定无误后点击下。
The two steps are shown on the screen. If there are many models, you can click on the icon to search for the task and quickly find the required imported task name. If you want to import a third-party last point cloud model, click the icon to import.
注意，第三方 LAS 点云模型需要包含并正确的坐标系。
And please note that the third-party last point cloud model needs to include and select the correct coordinate system. Otherwise, the import will fail and the point cloud import without the coordinate system is not supported. Next, let's have a look at the operation.
新建任务，
The flight route, new task,
精细化巡检，
choose detailed inspection,
名称，
and here you can see the mission name.
选择飞行器的类型。
You select the aircraft.
M300 RTK 为例，
Take M Magic 300 RTK as an example.
进行模型选择，
Select the models.
可进行模型搜索，也可导入
You can also search
LAS 格式的点云数据。
and import the last point cloud.
设置完成后，点击确定键，
After setting, click OK.
"航线设置与规划， 航线设置， 设置规划前，
About the route setting and planning.
全局设置进行
Before setting up the planning, it is suggested to carry out the overall route setting to improve the efficiency.
距离为3米。
For example, if the global setting, the shooting distance is 3 meters, the position distance between the UAV and the photo point will be automatically adjusted to 3 meters. When the inspection point is created later.
建议使用单独设置航点，选择沿航线方向。
Let's focus on the aircraft yaw angle. It is recommended to use separate navigation points. Choosing along the route direction may increase the rotation time of the UAV yaw angle, thus affecting the inspection efficiency.
默认即可。拍摄距离，若航线设置中
The complete action and the photo scale,
每个航点
click OK by default.
变为
The filming distance.
用户可
If the shooting distance is set in route settings, the shooting distance of each route point in route settings will automatically become the same as that in route setting. Users can reset each navigation point in navigation point settings as needed.
均将自动变为与航线设置相同。
The speed of the drone or mission on the route is the route speed. If it is set in route setting, the flight speed of each route point will automatically become the same as that in route setting, and you can also reset it. Initial speed is the flight speed of UAV to the first navigation point, and the return speed of the mission can be set by users. The safe distance is the distance between route and model. When the distance between the root segment and the model is less than the set safe distance, the root segment displays red and indicates the location of the shortest distance between the root and the model. Next, I will show you.
一般这块我们选择返航，比例选择4:3，为一个默认。
The scale
安全距
by default.
根据需要进行设定。
The safe distance is set as needed.
拍摄距离根据需求进行设定。
As it is to the filming distance.
这个焦距也可以根据需求进行设定。航线速度也可以根据距离进行设定。巡检航点的设置、准备工作。大疆制图精细化巡检功能可模拟无人机所看到的画
Setting
面。
of patrol inspection navigation points.
拍摄位置可穿
So the preparation work.
根据全局设置的
The detailed inspection function of Dajiang terrain can simulate the picture seen by the drone.
修改调整。
If you want to modify the adjustment, select the desired navigation point. It would turn blue, and then adjust the location,
位置、拍摄距离、航线速度进行调整。
shooting distance, and route
上
speed.
下左右键调整航点的位置，也可通过鼠标左键拖动蓝色航点的位置或红色点的位置变更航线位置，对航线进行参数进行设置。
You can adjust either by the mouse or the keys on the
符
keyboard.
号切换至上一个航点或下一个航点，以便于让飞手可直观判断位置是否准确。设置巡检航点。
Set up the entry point.
按照巡检要求，巡检航点应包括塔全貌、塔身、塔头、塔身、塔基、大小号侧、绝缘子、左侧绝缘子及挂点、中部绝缘子及挂点、右部绝缘子及挂点等巡检的位置。
Before the official start of the inspection task, a UVA entry point should be set up. According to the inspection requirements, the inspection navigation point shall include the whole position of the tower, tower head, tower body, tower base, side spot, left insulator and handing point, central insulator and handing point, right insulator, and etc. And how to set the patrol inspection navigation points.
若使用经纬 M300RTK 搭载 H20 系列负载，每个航点还可设置变焦。
If you use the metric M300RTK series, the zoom can also be set at each navigation point to easily adjust the optical zoom multiple.
设置退出点，设置过渡航点，因两个航点之间均为直线飞行， 在塔杆巡检中，必须添加一些过渡点，以避免碰撞的风险。过渡点通常在转角。
Set up the transition navigation point. Since the two navigation points are flying straight between them, some transition points must be added to them in the tower inspection to avoid the collision risk. Then set up the exit point. After completing all inspection points, exit points should be set to keep the UAV away from the power and tower and then return to the takeoff position safely. The exit point should be located away from the tower and ensure that the flight altitude in the position is greater than the highest point of the tower so as to avoid the collision risk of the UAV when returned. By setting the safe distance parameter, we can effectively judge whether the route is at collision risk. As it is shown in the picture, assume that the safe distance is 5 meters. Dajiang terrain will automatically determine the risk of a collision in a certain section of the route. So the shortest distance in the red operation interface is 4.78 meters. So we set the safety distance as 5 meters.
KML 文件图标，将 KML 航线导出并保存到指定文件夹。导出的 KML 文件可用于Pilot APP 实现航线飞行。
After completing the route planning and setting the corresponding parameters, you can save the task first.
打开 Pilot APP。
The exported KML route file can be used to import the pilot app for route flight. Open Dajiang Pilot app, select route flight, click KML import, click navigation point flight, and find the KM file exported by Dajiang terrain in the corresponding directory. After loading the corresponding task, check the next navigation point parameters again. Click the left execution task icon. Upload the route and perform the inspection task. Please note that the aircraft model set by the detailed inspection should be consistent with the actual aircraft model. Otherwise, the simulated preview shooting pictures will be different from the actual shooting picture, which will affect the inspection effect. Next, I will demo for you. You can put the inspection point in red. You can click the button.
无人机位置需要往右侧偏移，比如无人机的位置需要上往偏移，或者按鼠标键盘的小键盘跟前的 Enter 键下边的上下左右进行调整。拍照的距离及
or you can click arrow keys on the keyboard to adjust the waypoint location.
当然，此数值现在如果不进行设置的话，这就会为这个默认设置的一个数值啊。航线飞行的速度，这个也可以进行单独的一个航点的设定，当然也可以进行所有航点的一个设定，之前的一个预设啊。
You can set the shooting distance, the flight route speed on this interface.
拍照动作，这边可以增加一些拍照动作，比如说拍照呀、录像呀。
You can add actions such as hover, take photo.
都可以进行添加。它每一个航点都可以添加多种拍照、多种任务动作。取消勾选后，可以进行拍摄角度的一个设置。
We can also set the aircraft yaw angle.
偏航，云台的偏航设置。云台的一个俯仰角的一个设定。
The global pitch angle and zoom.
此刻我选的是 M300RTK 搭载 H20系列的镜头，当然也可以进行一个焦距的设定。如果
Here we take M300 TDK as an example.
进行设置，会没有这个设置的一个读条。进行多个航点设定完成之后，可进行每一个航点的一个详细的在里面进行操作设置。
After setting the navigation points, you can set the
航线设置完成后，可进行航线的一个检查。
You can check the route.
当然，这个界面它是选择的航点的拍摄的一个画面，在此处可以进行画面的一个调整。
You can also adjust the views.
因为这边安全距离设置的为3米。
As the safety distance is set as 3 meters.
巡检点，航线之间最短距离为2.12米，小于最小安全距离，所以航线检测到为红色，不安全。
And the entry point, the distance from entry point is 2.12 meters. Is less than the safety distance.
根据实际情况进行设定。
So we can set the distance as needed.
设定完成后，可以保存这个任务。
After completion, you can save the task and export and copy to the SD card.
用大疆 Pilot APP 执行任务航线，则可进行精细化的一个巡检。当然，此处也会有一些操作的一个航点的删除和全部删除的一些操作的一个小的一个界面和视图查看的一个。
You can also delete the navigation point.
自己的一个任务需求和角度调整进行灵活运用。
You can operate as you need it.
好了，今天大疆制图使用的基础讲解到这里就结束了。
Okay, that's all for the basic introduction to the use of Dajiang Terrain. Let's review what we've learned.
主要进行了7个方面的一个讲解。
There are 7 parts.
怎么办？等会可以吗？把猫写的字太
The project profile,
配置要求。第3个，可见光的重建。
the requirements, configuration requirements, visible light reconstruction,
3维重建。
2-dimensional and 3-dimensional reconstruction,
激光点云的一个重建。第7个，精细化巡检。
leader point cloud reconstruction,
线的一个规划和使用技巧。
the application of detailed inspection function.
下来大家有什么疑问可以尽情发言，然后解决大家的问题。
Okay, next is for the questions and answers. Any question, any problem is welcome. Let's see whether you have any question.
完了，就说你
Is there anyone has problem or question?
大家也可以在那个评论区进行一个留言，我们这边有工作人员进行相关的一个解答。
You can text your question to us. 这里有人问有没有录屏。
之前的那个课程我这边都有录屏啊，像这个英文版的、中文版的，还有这个俄文的都有录屏，然后包括课件，我们这边都有存档啊。我这边的话，记录一下你们的问题啊，然后像这个课件还有这个录屏的话，我后边看一下通过什么方式给你们发一下啊，这个需求我是看到了，后边我会把这个文件看一下通过什么方式给大家发放学习。大家今天的这个就是这个大疆制图的一个使用啊，看一下大家还有没有什么问题。
Do you have any questions about the basic operation of 大疆 Terrain?
其实这节课的一个主要的一个目的啊，其实就是掌握常见模型的一个重建的功能和精细化巡检的航线的一个规划。这个模型的话，其实是2维和3维模型的使用，还有激光雷达点源的使用。
So today's lecture is for you to master the 3-dimensional or 2-dimensional laser point cloud reconstruction,
还有精细化巡检航线的规划，
and the navigation inspection.
其实这个大疆制图还有很多其他的一些功能，大家拿到软件以后可以自己试啊。
There are many other functions of 大疆 Terrain, and you can try by yourself.
大家现在在线的都可以开一下摄像头，我们进行一个合影留念。然后同样的对这个今天参加学习讨论的学员进行一个记录。大家这边都可以打开自己的摄像头啊，然后没什么问题的话，我们记录完以后就可以休息了，因为现在时间就也比较晚了。
Now let's come to the last session. Please turn on your camera
也好，
and let's take a photo together. Would you please turn on your camera? Okay, now I can see you. Thank you.
方便打开摄像头的都可以打开一下啊。
Would you please turn on your camera and show up? Let's take a photo together.
好了，可以了。后边我们还有那个2节课的一个讲解，就是明天和后天的一个讲解。然后后边再见到的话，可能就到那个决赛到厦门了。然后大家那个时间比较晚的，可以早早的休息了啊。
Okay, that's all for today. After the next 2 lectures, we will meet at the finals.
大家厦门见，拜拜。
Okay, see you in Xiamen.